Okay friends, it is almost Christmas. I have quite a few gift ideas to share with you, from relatively affordable up to a little more expensive. As always, my focus is going to be on sustainability and just better items that might last or be appreciated a bit longer than, say, something that you just randomly pick up without much thought. Let's jump right into it. Some more affordable gift ideas that I love are things like tea. I especially love the new packaging from David's Tea. These are actually biodegradable packages made of cellulose. So even this external wrapper is fully biodegradable. I love these ones. This flavor is called Nuts to You. It's a beautiful pink color. I love gifting tea because it's just nice and cozy and highly practical and does not cost a lot. Another thing that I like to gift that's small size, small price are minis of sustainable skincare or sustainable body hair care products, like the mini kit from Everest, the travel kit from Activist Skincare, which I love. I use that every time I travel, and it's refillable, and it's just a super cute little convenient package. Moving on to beauty, because I have a lot to cover here with beauty. These are things that I have actually bought and gifted already this year for friends and family. Let's start with what's on my fingers. I wear the Manicurist nail polishes almost all the time now. Essentially, since I discovered this brand and this formula, I haven't really been using any of my other nail polishes. It is more of a cleaner formula, but what I love is it has a gel-like finish. So it's high shine, very long wearing, and they tend to be just more natural, minimalist finishes, which I like. These are great for doing French manicures. I like it so much that I actually bought them in 2 other colors. You can get gift sets of these at the Detox Market, as well as I'm sure other places, but I feel like if you have someone in your life who loves nail care, or they're just very busy and they don't have time to do their nails, this is goof proof. You don't need base coat, you don't need top coat. It's an all-in-one formula. They keep my nails feeling strong and healthy, and they're just dead simple to apply. They dry fast. I could go on. These ones are a great gift. Another product that I love gifting are any Forget the Filler formulas by Lawless. So Lawless is cruelty-free and vegan. I have their Whisper shade on right now. I love any of their brown tones because I'm a neutral warm tone myself. So Georgie, Amaretto, I love the browns. You can't go wrong with these formulas because they just make everyone's lips look so good. They come in glosses, sticks, or lip masks. That one is always a fan favorite when I gift that to someone. As far as skincare, I've spoken about this one already. It's almost empty, but for anyone that you need to buy for who has sensitive skin, the Minoy Age Corrective Night Body Cream by Eminence is phenomenal. I more recently, let's say within the past few years, started getting eczema and skin discoloration on my body from dry skin buildup. This is something I've never had to deal with before. I was already a fan of the Eminence brand. It's a little bit more of an investment, but it works very well. In fact, I'm gonna put some on right now while I'm chatting with you. If you have anyone with eczema, severely dry, dehydrated body skin, this stuff is great. It smells a little bit like a tropical flower, but it's not obnoxious. Super hydrating, and this stuff actually helped finally rehydrate my super dry legs. More skincare items that I would really like to gift to someone who is a skincare enthusiast or who just wants to deal with the signs of aging, like sunspots, wrinkles, that sort of thing. The vitamin C serum by Eminence is also fantastic. It's very comparable performance-wise to a more expensive one by a brand that you are probably more familiar with, and it actually contains higher concentrations. This is the Citrus and Kale Potent C&E Serum by Eminence. I like this one a lot. If you're looking for a vitamin C serum that actually fades spots, this is great. So I would give this to someone like my sister, my mom. For my mom, she would be treating active sunspots. For my sister, she would just be doing preventative treatments for her skin because she actually has great skin. And then for those of your friends or family or whomever on your gifting list that like a tanned skin, I used to use tanning drops a lot, and I just had to stop because they would dry my skin out so horribly. This one is different. This formula is by Salty Face. It's a little dusty because I keep it on my vanity. I use this 2 times a week just on the perimeter of my face with a large makeup brush. It's not drying. It's the only tanning drop formula I have ever used that doesn't dry my skin out. It doesn't have an obnoxious tanning smell either. So this one is great if you have anyone that you're buying for that you likes to have a little more color to their skin, especially in the cooler months. Moving on to jewelry. I think you might have noticed this beautiful piece that I'm wearing today. This is a newer-ish design, not brand new, but newer-ish design from Luisa. I am obsessed with this particular one. It's so dainty. I never even considered wearing pearls until I saw this design. The clasp is cleverly concealed within the flower here. I love this design. I've been getting compliments on it since I've started wearing it. And Luisa is actually running a sale right now, so I wanted to make sure I included them in my roundup in case you have someone who you're not quite sure what to buy for. I feel like a necklace or a bracelet or maybe earrings, if you know them well enough, are always a safe and thoughtful, long-lasting gift that you can give. I also have this beautiful herringbone plated choker necklace from them, which I've been wearing quite a bit as well. I love the duality of these two. If you have a friend that's a little more like feminine and classic, this pearl design is just, she will love it. She'll probably squeal as soon as she sees it. But this one, it's more edgy, more sophisticated. If you have a friend who's more minimalist but might want something that's slightly a bit more statement, this is a gorgeous piece. I love that it looks like just liquid metal over the neck and clavicles. So any of those pieces from Luisa, or, and I've mentioned this before many times in my gift guides, any of their hoop earrings that have the continuous design, so they just clip in place. These are, I forget what this design is called. I'll put it up here on the screen. These hoop earrings quickly became a favorite for me as well. They're constantly in my ears. Once jewelry is on my body, it does not leave my body. I don't have time to be fussing around and changing my jewelry. So these I've been wearing for several months now. There's no tarnishing, it doesn't irritate my ears. I have a nickel allergy. I've had no sensitivities to any of their pieces. So these are always a safe bet if you want to buy something a little more luxurious and elevated, but you don't want to spend a bunch. And you can take advantage of their sale right now if that seems like something that might be up your alley. Moving on to a few more, I think, slightly personal items. So this would be if you know the person well enough. I'm going to start with these beauties here. These are amaryllis bulbs. Now they've actually been dipped in wax and painted, but I'm a plant person. I like plants, I like gardening. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen the renovation I've done in our backyard with the raised beds and all the different flowers I've put in. But anyway, I digress. I have people in my life who are also plant people, and I don't know why, but I never had amaryllis as a gift idea on my radar until this year. I was unaware of this flower. This is such a cool, exotic flower. It has huge blooms to it, and it's self-contained within this bulb. Just like a lot of other bulb plants, it doesn't need water or soil to put out a bloom stalk and bloom. All of the power and nutrients and everything, it's inside the bulb, which is how they're able to cover it and wax and paint them. You can find them unwaxed, and if you want to take it a step further, you can pop them into a little planter with soil and then put moss on top. That's what I do with things like tulips and daffodils, which is another very cost-effective way to gift. If you buy bulbs and just stick them into some soil, put some moss on top, obviously plant them pointy side up so they'll bloom in the right direction. That's a super cost-effective gift. These amaryllis, I think I paid $15 Canadian for them at a florist in Toronto, but you can even find these at grocery stores. I love gifting live plants to people who appreciate them, and this year I'm just all about the amaryllis. Some more personalized gifts that you should probably consider would be things like cookbooks. I actually picked this one up for myself. This one's called I Love You by Pamela Anderson. She has a lot of her plant-based recipes in here. I like gifting books to people on topics that I know that they love. For example, my mother-in-law likes to cook, so I like getting her cookbooks and things like that, or books on art history. And they're just, especially when they're designed really well, they could be a decorative piece. So keeping with the theme of decorative piece books, This one was a little bit more of an investment, but this was to support an artist. You guys might have seen her work before. It's Sarah Baba. I hope I said her last name right. This book is called Dear Love, and it features a lot of her photography in it. She has a specific style, raw photos with the captions overlaid on top of it. Her stuff is all over Pinterest and Instagram. So I actually wanted to support her, so I invested in this book as a gift for someone this year, but it's also a beautiful, just decorative element too. You can stack pots or candles on top of a nice stack of books like this. And since we're talking about supporting local and sustainable, you might want to also consider looking at thrift and vintage shops. If you know the person's style well enough, you can find some really cool gems in there for not too much. Like this vintage mirror. I've gotten really cool picture frames from vintage shops and secondhand stores. I find that decorative and household items are usually a little safer than clothing, because clothing, especially with vintage stuff, the sizing might be a little different than conventional sizing that we're used to buying with. So I like to stick with like home goods. If you can find brass candle holders, little bowls, trays. I have actually an antique pewter cigarette tray that I used to house all of my perfumes, and I've had that thing for years, and I think I got it for like $8 at a thrift store. It was just covered in the patina. I had to like clean it up, and underneath there was this beautiful shining silver pewter material. So you can find some real gems at secondhand shops. I wouldn't rule those out. I have a whole bunch of other gift ideas on my website, thepurist.life. You can browse through if you're looking for sustainable, clever gift ideas for the people on your list. Once again, I do want to remind you that Ana Luisa is running a sale. They did generously send me these to feature and show, and I have a code for you down below if you would like to take advantage of that.